Welcome back to Network Africa. Popular Ethiopian runner Feyisa Lilesa has reunited with his family for the first time since going into exile in the U.S. after protesting against the government at last year's Olympic Games in Rio. The New York Times says his wife, daughter and son flew into Miami, where the 27-year-old athlete met them after a separation of about 6 months. Well, back in August, Feyisa became the first Ethiopian to finish in the top 2 of a men's Olympics marathon since 2000. As he crossed the line, he lifted his arms in an X shape above his head in solidarity with the Oromo people who have suffered a crackdown at the hands of the Ethiopian government. The country's officials said the runner would be welcomed home from Rio as a hero, but Feyisa says he might be killed if he returns. And at least 4 people have been killed in DR Congo after police made a pre-dawn raid on a separatist group in the capital, Kinshasa. They, however, failed to arrest the sect leader, a self-styled religious prophet. Dozens of armed police stormed the home of Mwanda Nsemi, a member of parliament and leader of the Bundu DR Congo religious cult. The group is seeking to revive the pre-colonial Congo kingdom that flourished for centuries around the mouth of the Congo River. BDK member Mavinga Philemon said nearly 20 people were wounded and dozens arrested. The group also says that a 5th member was killed and his body carried away by police, while 2 others have been killed in separate clashes in Kinshasa. Those claims cannot be independently verified. The German Chancellor Angela Merkel and Tunisian Prime Minister Youssef Chaked say they've agreed to speed up the deportation of illegal Tunisian migrants and repatriate them voluntarily. Speaking after a working lunch with Mr. Chaked, Ms. Merkel expressed hope that repatriations would work better if it can be done voluntarily, as the deportees will receive an initial aid. The German Chancellor also says that an advice center would be set up in Tunisia. Meanwhile, Tunisian Prime Minister Youssef Chaked rejected criticism that his country had been slow to take back failed asylum seekers from Europe, including Berlin Christmas market attacker Anis Amri. Mr. Chaked also rejected the idea of Tunisia setting up its own asylum centers to ease the burden on Europe. And in the meantime, 161 Nigerians stranded in Libya have voluntarily returned to the country. The returnees arrived aboard an Airbus 329, with the majority of them females and about 18 children. The journey was facilitated by the International Organization for Migration after the federal government asked for its assistance following the confirmation that some Nigerians were willing to return home after a certain video of killings in Libya had circulated in the media. The National Emergency Management Agency said the returnees will be resettled with the help of the various state governments.
Male 60. We have 51 of them as adults, 2 of them as children, 7 as infants. Then the female, 101 in total, 92 are adults, 7 are children, and 2 are infants. The first point of call is to ensure that when they get to Nigeria, they are well received. They are our kids, they are our children, they are our sisters, they are our brothers. And as I speak to you, some of our state government are beginning to rise up to the occasion. Around us here, we have the liaison officer of Edo State Liaison Office in Lagos, who has been sent here by his governor through the effort of the Senior Special Assistant to the President on Foreign Affairs and Diaspora Matter, to ensure that these citizens are not just received, but they are well catered for after getting to their various destinations. So our is to do a proper profiling, ensure that these lists get to various state government concerned, and we follow it up from there.
Over now to South Nigeria, where the chairman of the Edo State Universal Basic Education Board, Ali Suleiman, says serious consequences await teachers found not to be taking their jobs seriously. He made the comment during an inspection of schools in Edo local government area, Benin City, the state capital. The Edo Suburb chairman also advocated for more funding for the maintenance of schools built by Suburb to sustain the development of educational infrastructure.
Members of the Edo State Universal Basic Education Board, SUBEB, on inspection of schools in Oedo local government area, led by their chairman Ali Suleiman, arrive in Magweo Primary School in Benin City, the state capital. Only 5 teachers out of the 15 in the school had reported for work by 7:41 a.m. Assembly starts at 7:45 a.m. At Igbesama Primary School, of the 10 teachers, 7 were present at 8 a.m. Next stop is Ogboe Primary School. The school assembly was still on as at 8:20 a.m., though all the teachers had reported. At Zebige Primary School, the head teacher is yet to report as at 9 a.m.
The board has the power to discipline. Either maybe you suspend. If the hearing teacher doesn't learn any lesson, doesn't show enough remorse to now begin to be serious with our duties, then you relieve. So many people are out there who are looking for jobs, who want to teach. Teaching is a noble profession.
Another observation is the vandalism of school property and theft of schools' chairs. Our primary school is a case in point.
The community must own the schools. We observe that they are not interested in owning the schools. The intervention will just ensure that we intervene in those schools where communities are ready to own.
The chairman of SUBEB further advocated for provisions for maintenance of the schools built to prevent a return to the days of dilapidated structure.
There is a maintenance unit. And though as funds come, we have been trying to convince UBEC that it's not just the issue of building. Where I was at the last meeting, I told them that yes, it is good to build. But they expect that the states will make provision for maintenance. But we are saying no. Part of capital fund should be used to maintain. Because when you build and you don't maintain, you return to the status quo ante. That's what we are going back to.
The last administration spent billions of naira building these schools, and regular inspection is meant to ensure that the standards set endure.
And that's our program today. Thank you so much for watching. I am BC Adebayo.